Hello, my name's Stephen, and welcome to episode 5 on things about bankruptcy. Last week we talked about taxes. Last couple weeks we've talked about taxes. This week we're going to talk about something a little more depressing than taxes, divorce. Unfortunately, it happens. You'll hear all sorts of statistics thrown around. All I can tell you, do your best, pick the right person before you get married. That way you don't get divorced. But if for some reason it should happen and you got to deal with divorce, here's some things you might want to look out for. If you're thinking about divorce and bankruptcy, I would recommend bankruptcy first. First of all, it's cheaper to file one bankruptcy than two, because before you're divorced, you can file together. That's one filing fee, generally one set of paperwork. If you do it afterwards, if you both file bankruptcy, that's two sets of fees, two sets of paperwork. You may have just doubled your cost. Most bankruptcy attorneys, and myself included, generally the price does not change whether you're single or married. The amount of paperwork is really not that much extra. If some attorney's trying to charge you a lot more for doing a married versus a single, go find another attorney. Heck, give me a call. I'll tell you what's going on with that. Beyond the cost factor, there's what's going on with your debts. Oftentimes when you do divorce, in fact it's pretty much mandatory nowadays, there'll be a settlement of your estate, which means you're going to have to split the assets, split the debts. However you guys choose to do it, that's fine. But a little quirk in bankruptcy law is a debt you've agreed to take to because of the divorce. Your spouse or ex-spouse at the time of the bankruptcy, if you wait till afterwards, can actually contest the discharge of that debt in the bankruptcy. What does that mean in layman's terms? That means if you agreed to take a $5,000 Chase Visa debt in the divorce and you turn around later to file bankruptcy on it, your ex-spouse can challenge that debt being discharged. That means you can file bankruptcy and you still may owe that debt. Another thing to look out for in divorce before bankruptcy is division of assets. Let's say you guys, one spouse gets 70%, one gets 30%. For whatever reason. They may have spent more in the marriage. One person feels bad. A host of reasons. Doesn't matter. If the trustee feels that there is an unequal divisions of assets, they can and will actually go to your ex-spouse and can force a turnover of the assets. So if they got a paid-for house and all you got was the dog, and the dog is not worth, let's say, what the house is worth, you could have a problem. The trustee can and will go get the house or force your ex-spouse to pay for the house. Now, if you're upset at them, maybe you want to do that, and that's okay. But I can tell you, it will cost you more in the bankruptcy. So you need to watch out for an unfair division of assets. One positive way, however, divorce can help a bankruptcy is the payment of child and spousal support. Let's say you make just a little too much money to qualify for a Chapter 7, and you may be forced into a 13. One of the deductions we can take to help you qualify for 7 is the payment of spousal One of the things that may be able to help you is the payment of child and or spousal support payments. So let's say you're sending out let's say you're shelling out $1,000 to your ex-spouse a month in support payments. Well, those are going to come off the top of your income, and that may just help get you into a Chapter 7, or it may significantly reduce your Chapter 13 payments. So these are just some things to keep in mind in divorce. It's best if you guys are in a rough situation, you're contemplating divorce, or you're going to get divorced, and you think maybe bankruptcy may help you, just give a bankruptcy attorney a call, and they'll kind of give you the honest opinion on whether you should do divorce before or after whether you should do bankruptcy before or after you file divorce. So if you have questions about this or anything else, feel free to give me a call at 559-274-2868. Thank you.